Sycophant.
Sycophant. It's the word of the day. There'll be another word in here too that I can't say that I'll have to play. Um, you all know that I've had a problem for the last few days because Candace was on a panel, and in my opinion, the way they were fawning over her and coddling her and talking down to her and stuff, it grated on my nerves. And I'm not trying to bash another creator. But remember in my live, I told y'all that my son was sitting there and he could hear the video I was listening to, and he was making fun of the other people in the panel with Candace. He wasn't making fun of Candace. Um, and he was complaining about them and making fun of them, and just the way that people do. Well, last night, not that I watch this person, I don't, not on a regular basis, but I had heard that they were playing Kathy's video and that Candace jumped down off of a panel because she got so upset, and I didn't understand that because Kathy and her are friends, and I watched Kathy's video and I didn't see anything wrong with what she had said about Candace, so I was trying to figure out what had upset Candace so bad about it. But while I'm watching it, here goes my son again. And he's repeating the things that are, look, this is the Candace that we know. Look, I'm so proud of her. I mean, just making fun, just carrying on. I know he's a grown man, but, he gets a laugh every now and then when he finds. But evidently, he wasn't thinking that it was funny, guys, because all of a sudden he starts saying, sycophant, sycophant, sycophant. And I'm like, what? And he goes, those people are sycophants. Do you know what the word sycophant means? He said that is a real word. And later on, I'm going to tell you guys the definitions that it gives for them. But he said those people that are surrounding themselves around Don and Candace, that are gloating over them and fawning over them and coddling them and all the things that are going on, they really are sycophants. But the problem is like my son was pointing out, he said what makes it worse is because a sycophant normally does this around someone who has celebrity status, or they have power, they are high up in the community, they have lots of money. People like that would hang out around Donald Trump would be sycophants. People who the people who hung out with um the dude in World War II, Adolf, you know, they were sycophants because basically it means bootlicker. It means that they're going to kiss their butts. They're going to give them whatever they want. They're going to be subservient to them. They want to be like them. They're going to, what it is they are looking for the status that this person has. They want the notoriety that this person has or these people have. And the thing about it is, my son was sitting there and he was like, you know what makes it 10 times worse? He said, then other than the fact that they're being sycophants and they're acting this way about anybody, he said, Candus and Don Wells, because trust me, my family knows who these people are. Candus and Don Wells does not have money. They do not have power. They do not have pull in the community. They are not celebrities. They're nothing. Not nothing as in not people, but that they don't have any kind of notoriety other than the fact of their missing child and all the bad things that are being said about them on YouTube. Now, he said what makes it worse is that the sycophants are feeding off of the bad notoriety that Dawn and Candace are getting. And that makes these sycophants even 10 times worse. I mean, people can understand if people have money and power and pull and, celebrity status and whatever. But this is a poor family that comes from a poor region in Tennessee. They do not have power, pull, money. They have nothing except the fact that their child is missing. And it is sad that people would want to be sycophants around Don and Candace. I love this word. I really do. And the other word that goes with it,
obsequious,
hang on and I'll tell you. I still may not be saying it right. I'll be playing it through the video. Obsequious. And that word is worse than the sycophant. But I just latched onto these two words. It really just got me. And it made me, I'm going to be reading the descriptions of these two words, a little bit about them, and you tell me what you think about these two words, or at least the sycophants, and does it fit anybody that we know when it comes to them fawning over Don and Candace. Now, I would like to point out that I'm not speaking of all content creators that have hung around or interviewed or had personal contact with Don and Candace, i.e. Chasing Truth, and there's a few others. But the more recent ones that we've been seeing a lot lately, those are the people I'm speaking of. Getting into the meaning. What is the literal meaning of sycophant? Sycophant. It's a noun. It's a servile, self-seeking flatterer. What makes a person a sycophant? A sycophant is a person who tries to win favor from wealthy or influential people by flattering them, also known as a brown-noser, teacher's pet, or sucker. What does obsequious person mean? Obsequious, comparative, more obsequious, superlative, most obsequious, excessively eager and attentive to please or to obey instruction, fawning, subservient, servile, quotations, synonyms, fawning, integrating, servile, slavish, sycophant, sycophantic, however, truckling, smarmily, ass kissing. See also the thesaurus. How do you deal with a sycophant? Here are some tips. Let the sycophant know that you're on to them. Brown nosers are out for themselves and like roaches will scatter and hide when the lights are turned on. Remain alert. Remember that a sycophant will have no problem using you as a means to their end. Establish clear rules and don't engage. Is a sycophant a yes man? Sycophancy is insincere flattery given to gain advantage from a superior. A user of sycophancy is referred to as a sycophant or a yes man. In obsequiously, I can't say it, a negative word. It's a negative word. If you describe someone as obsequious, the pink elephants, you're criticizing them because they are too eager to help or agree with someone more important than them. What is a person who surrounds himself with sycophants? They're called a narcissistic supply. The exceptions are narcissists who are likely to surround themselves with sycophants and reward them their behavior because they help to maintain the narcissist's inflated self-image. This relationship between narcissists and sycophants is known as narcissistic supply. Do we know any narcissists? A person who acts obsequious, I can't say that, towards someone important in order to gain advantage. Because he is high ranking, he is surrounded by sycophant. Meaning of sycophant in English: someone who praises powerful or rich people in a way that is not sincere, usually in order to get some advantage from them. The Prime Minister is surrounded by sycophants. He is enabled by low-life sycophants who thrill in being around his celebrity. What is another word for sycophants? Some common synonyms of sycophant are leeches, parasites, sponge, and toady. While all these words mean a usually obsequious, I can't say it, flatterer or self-seeker, sycophant adds to this a strong suggestion of fawning, flattering, and adulation. Who is a famous sycophant? The former Secretary of State, Henry Kissinger, showed great promise as a sycophant from his earliest days as a graduate student at Harvard School of Government, where his fellow students, playing upon the A from his middle name, called him Henry S. Kissinger. But in the Nixon administration, Kissinger became, and it doesn't finish. What does obsequious, I can't say that, significant or sycophant mean? Words only, definitions and notes. Pink elephants, attempting to win favor from influential people by flattery. Sycophant, attempting to win favor or flattery. That's it, guys. You tell me what you think. And, leave your comments down below. Tell me if this sounds like anybody that we've been watching lately. And I'll see you on the next video.